Hello everybody, in this video we are going to learn how to handle string functions in Java. We will also learn how to accept a string value from user during runtime. So before we switch to the program, first we'll have to understand some theory about this strings. So in this program we are going to import java.iu.star package. This is for input output stream. So here we are going to use some input output stream classes. That's why we are going to import this package in our class. Then in this program we will also have to throw input output exception, because this program is going to use some input output classes. That's why this program might throw exceptions. So we'll have to explicitly define it beforehand itself that this program might throw some exception. So we'll have to use this input output exception in our program. Then we will use this input stream reader class. This is a class which reads bytes and converts it into character. As till now what we have done, we have learned how to accept numbers from user, and we know that whenever we enter any data that is in the bytes form but that needs to be converted into character, so that can be done by the help of this class, that is input stream reader. Then in this program we will use buffered reader class. This class, what this will do, this will read the text which user will enter. So here what is happening here, whatever user is entering, first that is converted into character, and this function, this class, this is going to read that text. So these are the basic two classes which we are going to use, or which we have to use to accept any string from the user during runtime. Then the functions which we will study today, they are: the first we will learn about length function. Here you can see this is the length function. The syntax for writing length is, suppose the variable str stores a string, so str.length, and here is an example. Suppose the string which is entered by the user is new, then the output will be 3 because the length of the string is 3. Then the next function which we will use is to uppercase. Here you can see that U is capital and C is also capital, and the way of writing is str. This is the variable which will store the string, and to uppercase. So what this will do, this, if the string is new and this is in smaller case, so this is going to convert it into uppercase. Then our next function is to lowercase. The syntax is same as uppercase. So here if the string entered by user is in capital letter, so this function will convert it into smaller letter. Then our next function is replace. As here you can see the syntax for writing is str.replace old character comma new character, means the new character which you want to replace it from the old character. For instance, suppose our string is new and here you want to replace this n by f. So what will be the answer? The output will be this n will be replaced by f and the output will be few. And the next function, that is trim. What this will do, the syntax for writing is str.trim. Here suppose if during entering the data, suppose during entering the string, if there is some blank spaces entered, then this trim function is going to remove or trim those blank spaces. As here you can see there are two blank spaces, so that will be removed and the output will be without blank space. And our next function is concat. So concatenate, this function, this will concatenate two strings. So whatever is stored in str, that will be concatenated with here whatever you give in the bracket under double quotation mark. For instance, our string is new, so we concatenate it with Delhi, so our output will be New Delhi. So now let's see how to implement this function in our Java program. So here we are with our editor. So in this program, as I told, that we have to import this package in our class, that is java.io.star input output package, and this is our class name which I have taken, and public static void main string args. Now here we'll have to throw an exception, because in this class, in this program, we are going to use input output streams. So here we have to throw an exception. So throws input output exception. So this is the way how we write down here. I, O will be in capital, E will also be in capital, and the rest will be in small letter. So throws, input, output, exception. Then we start with our program. The first thing is we'll have to create an object for the input stream reader. So here we write down input stream reader. This is the class which we are going to use in this program, and we have to declare we have to create an object for this class. So suppose let it be x equal to new input stream reader. And here inside this, as we have used system.in, which I have explained you regarding this in my previous video. So here we write down system.in. The next class which we will use is buffered reader. So we write down buffered reader. Again, for this class also we have to create an object. So let it be y equals to new buffered reader. New buffered reader, and in this we have to pass this object which we are, like in this we have created over here x. So here we are in this buffered input stream reader. What this is going to do, this is going to convert the bytes into character, and this character we have to read. That is why here we have to pass this object. So we pass here x. So this object y is going to read this x. So whatever character user will enter, whatever string user will enter, that will be read by this statement. Now here the next thing is we will print, or we will ask user to enter a string. So system dot out dot print ln enter a string. Now whatever string enter user is going to enter, that we will store it in a variable. So let that be variable str equal to this object y is going to read the string. So here we write down y dot read line. This is the function which will read the string which is entered by user. So we write down read line. So here you can see the syntax of writing. Here L will be capital, here B will be capital, R will be capital. So this one should know how to use, otherwise you will get an error. So we have read the string, and now we are going to uh, use the functions in our program. So first we will use the length function. To make it understood by the user, so we are going to print a line also, but this is optional. If you want, if you can write, otherwise you can skip this also. So length of the string is whatever string user will enter, its length will be found by the help of the length function. Just now we studied what is length function, so we write down str dot length. So this function will find out the length. Then similarly we will use all the functions. So we will copy this. The next we are going to use is convert the string into uppercase. So string in uppercase. Here we write down to uppercase. So this function is going to convert the string into uppercase. Similarly, we can use the function lowercase also. Then the next function which we will use is to replace a character with a new one. So replacing a character, for this we have to use a function str dot replace. Now what we want to replace, let our string be new only, so let us replace n by f. Here we have to write down str dot close the bracket. Then the next function, we will trim the blank spaces. So here we can print trim blank spaces. So if the user enters any or keeps any blank space, so that will be trimmed by this function. So str dot trim. And our last function is to concatenate two strings. So here we write down concatenate two strings plus here the function is concat. Now with what we want to concat, so suppose our original string is new, so we want to concatenate Delhi with it. So we write down here the string which we want to concatenate. So let it be Delhi. So we done this and we close the bracket. So here we have written all the functions. Now let's close the brackets and compile this program. Here we have completed our program. Let's compile it. So here we got no syntax error. We'll close this and we'll execute this program. We'll go to void main. Okay. Now here the user will have is asked to enter a string. So suppose the string is new. Let's enter. So here you can see length of the string is new, is 3. Then string in uppercase, this is converted into new. Replacing a character, this n has been replaced by f. Then trim blank spaces. Oh, if you have provided any blank space, here we forgot to give a blank space. So here all those blank spaces will be truncated and this will print. And then the last one is concatenate two strings. So New Delhi. So once again we will see, we will enter one more string and we'll provide some blank space so that we can see the function of this trim function. So let's clear this. We are going to execute the program again. Okay, so enter a string. So let me provide some blank spaces. Here I have provided two blank spaces. So new string has been entered. Here you can see that length of the string is 5 because we have provided two blank spaces. So here in string the blank space is also counted. Then string in uppercase, it is converted into uppercase. Replacing a character, it has been replaced by F. Then trim blank spaces, here you can see there is no blank space, and concatenate two strings. Here the two strings has been concatenated. So this is the program where we have learned how to use all the string functions. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.